A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan reunite for Neighbours finale. After a lengthy absence from the television screens, two former Neighbours stars are back together on the show.
While the show ended in June after a series of mishaps, Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan have been reunited for the final episode of the popular Australian soap opera. The show's final episode will feature Scott and Charlene, the last two characters to appear on the show.
Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue reunited for Neighbours finale. The upcoming Neighbours season finale will see Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan reunite as the fictional Scott and Charlene Robinson.
The two actors starred in the long-running soap, which began in 1985 and ended in August. They were married on screen in the series' wedding episode, which drew over 2 million viewers in Australia.
In the season finale, the two actors will reunite as Scott and Charlene Robinson, who were first introduced to the series' main characters in the first episode of the series. The show was so popular that it launched the careers of Russell Crowe, Margot Robbie and Liam Hemsworth, and attracted more than 20 million viewers in the UK and Australia.
The two actors even dated each other while on the show, though they ended up splitting up after 3 years. However, Minogue and Donovan recently posted a picture of the final episode on their Instagram accounts.
In the season's final episode, Minogue and Donovan will be reunited for the first time since their departure in 1988. The actors were spotted filming in the suburb of Vermont South in Melbourne together.
The news has fans absolutely overjoyed, and they described the announcement as the most exciting thing to happen in television history. The show will be screened in Australia on 1 August 2022.
The Neighbours final is set to air on Channel 5 on Monday, August 1. Australia and the UK will be able to watch the show live.
The finale of the show will air at 6 on Channel 5. Scott and Charlene will be the last characters to appear on Neighbours.
The popular Australian soap opera is planning a final episode featuring the iconic couple. Minogue and Donovan will replay the iconic characters of Scott and Charlene.
The pair were last seen on the show in 1988, when their wedding episode was watched by 20 million UK viewers. The couple will reunite after a tail ending to the popular series.
After 37 years, Kylie Minogue will once again be seen playing the role of Charlene Robinson. While the show's first episode was a success, it suffered from a waning audience.
Many fans of the soap have been disappointed that Scott and Charlene are saying goodbye. However, fans should be happy about this because Scott and Charlene will return in the near future.
The series will have a special episode celebrating the anniversaries of Scott and Charlene's marriage. Fans are eagerly awaiting the final episode, but the cast members are not yet certain whether or not they will reprise their roles.
Jason Donovan left the show for 6 weeks to record an album, but he later returned to film the show. The actor said in his autobiography in 2007 that the role had run its course.
The character's final episode was episode 964, aired on the 18th of May 1989. The actresses are expected to reprise their roles as Charlene Mitchell and Scott Robinson after the show ends in June.
Minogue and Donovan first met on the show and began their pop careers together. They first appeared on the show in 1985 and became essential tea-time viewing for millions of British teenagers.
Although the show has ended, the fans are hopeful that they will return for a reunion episode featuring Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan as Scott and Charlene. The final episode of the series will feature the first marriage of Scott and Charlene Robinson.
Madge Robinson was worried that Scott would take advantage of her. She had stayed with Scott and his brother, Paul Robinson, at the Lassiter's Hotel, where he met Charlene.
The marriage was a happy one, but the relationship soon soured. The two eventually split up.
It is unclear what happened to the relationship between Scott and Madge. Scott and Charlene will be the final characters to appear on Neighbours.
It's been confirmed that Jason Donovan and Kylie Minogue will return to Ramsay Street as Scott and Charlene. Both actors played the lovable couple on the popular TV series back in the 80s.
While they are no longer the couple's on-screen relationship, they've been an important part of the show's history. In fact, they launched their pop careers in the 80s by releasing singles such as Especially for You. They've now teamed up with Jason Harbison for the final season of Neighbours.
Scott Robinson was an original character in Neighbours. The show's writers and directors, as well as producers Reg Watson, devised a plotline centered on the couple's wedding.
They believed that a wedding episode would be an instant ratings hit. It didn't disappoint. It attracted 2 million Australian viewers and more than 20 million viewers in the United Kingdom.
The final episodes will air on 1 August. The show's cast includes Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan, who began their careers in the show.
The romance between Donovan and Minogue contributed to the show's popularity both in Australia and abroad. Their 1987 TV wedding drew 20 million viewers and landed Minogue the biggest solo success in the UK.
They both have been involved in several successful films since the show's initial run. As the series winds to an end, many of the characters will be moving on to new and exciting projects.
After all, the show is a huge hit in Australia and the UK, and many people have begun their careers on the show. There are some big names on the horizon for the upcoming series.
Among the stars returning are Ian Smith, as Harold Bishop, and Guy Pearce as Mike Young. After a long engagement, Scott and Charlene's wedding is a momentous occasion for the couple.
The couple's families have spent years planning the wedding and have made it a point to have everyone celebrate their happiness. However, it is their wedding day that evokes emotions in everyone.
The final episode will be a bittersweet one for the couple. So, the finale of this season will be quite dramatic.
Jason Donovan, who first played the character of Denny Ramsay, moved to London, England, and took a break from the show for 6 weeks. Later, he returned and had a major hit album.
He planned to leave the show permanently after filming in December 1988, but instead, he relocated to the UK. According to Jason Donovan's autobiography, Scott had already run his course on the show, and he wanted to join Charlene in Brisbane.